Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we're back for episode 23 of the Houston Astros series here on Out of the Park Baseball 15, and we're ready to get the 2020 World Series underway for the second straight year. We are back in the World Series after a couple come-from-behind series victories against the Toronto Blue Jays and New York Yankees. Here is the Blue Jays, and here's the Yankees series. Excuse me. And now we are going up against a Milwaukee Brewers team that surprisingly only won 84 games this year, which you just don't expect a team like that to be in the World Series. We'll take a look at their team. I'm curious to see sort of what the talent level on this team is, although I do know they have one name in particular, Matt Moore, who was he was Strasburg level good this year. 23 wins, 2.33 ERA, 235 Ks. He was their ace, and he is pretty good. Wow, yeah, he's really good. Anyway, yeah, 23 wins. He's been pretty good for pretty much his entire career now. Ran rough last season with Tampa Bay, but it's a big free agent signing. So he's gonna be a tough guy to go up against 2 or 3 times. Try to go all the way back. Roosevelt Shaw had a pretty decent year. Let's go to the game log. I can read the stats easier this way. Pretty decent year. 380 OBP. Looks like a top of the lineup type of guy. Fast, gets on base, probably wreaks havoc. He'll be a guy we have to look out for. A couple catchers here. That's surprising. They have 2 pretty good catchers. Starling Marte. Looks like their pitching is their strength. They have Matt Moore, Mike Parsons, and Victor Diaz. So this is the type of team that can give us trouble. Then I think teams with good pitching can really hold our offense, and they have a good bullpen. It looks like too. I'd say their offense is probably their weakness. Jose Abreu. I think if you go to their lineup, or even if we go by position, I think their position players are going to be kind of weak. Other than Shaw and Marte, it looks like it's a pretty weak lineup. Kyle Dean not on the postseason roster, so it looks like it's going to be some pitchers duels here. I think we can match up with both types of teams, but I would say that this is the team that we would struggle with more, just because I don't have total faith in our pitching oftentimes, and I think our offense can be pitched to, just because we strike out so much. I think there's some holes in it, so I think it's going to be a good series. I think you wouldn't expect a 117-win team to go up against an 84-win team and have it be a good series, but I think it's going to be a good series. I think they match up well against us. Now, there's one thing I want to do. We'll take a look at the schedule here. So Strasburg got hurt on the 31st. He's going to need 5 days of rest. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So I'm not sure if he's going to be available for Game 3 here. I hope so. If not, he could pitch Game 4, but then would have to come back in Game 7 on 3 days of rest. So we're going to have a decision to make there at some point. But for now, we're going to go with Waka is not rested and Strasburg is hurt. So it's going to be Godfrey in Game 1, it looks like. And we're just going to start out the rotation like this. And then Waka in Game 3 likely. I'm sort of curious if Strasburg is going to be unavailable for Game 3. I hope Waka is ready to go. He'll have 3 more days of rest, so I think he'll be fine. But I do wonder if I should have Pineda on this roster as insurance. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to add Pineda back and remove Iglesias, because we didn't even use Iglesias last time. The thought really never even crossed my mind, quite frankly. So we'll remove Iglesias, and I just want Pineda as insurance for in case we have some starter troubles here with, 1, our young guys are pitching the first couple of games, which always makes me nervous, and then 2, we're not sure when Waka and Strasburg are going to be available. So anyway, all right, it's time to get into Game 1 of the World Series. It'll be Jake Godfrey versus Matt Moore. This will be a good pitching matchup. And of course my NL lineups are not set. I just need to throw Bubba Jones in there. And we'll do it here for the righties. So we do not have home field, despite having the better record. Obviously, it's decided by the All-Star game. I believe we had home field last year, but this year we do not. So Game 1 is in Milwaukee. It'll be Matt Moore versus Jake Godfrey. So here we go. So we got a couple hits off of Moore at least. Ooh, and we get a couple runs. All right. So getting some runs off Matt Moore, that is a good start. He's had a good postseason too, 1.5 ERA, but Godfrey's been good today. All right, allows a run there. He's through 5. We get another one. Ooh, Godfrey has a rough 6th, and the game is tied at 3. All right, well, if I came into this game and told me Godfrey was going to draw with more through 6 innings, I would have taken that 10 times out of 10. So we'll go Chapman and Schimpf here probably for the 7th and 8th. Ooh, another one off of Moore. So, all right, we pretty much got to Matt Moore today, which is good. Very encouraging. And we'll see what we do with our closing situation. All right. Ooh, another run there. So Schimpf got through the 7th. We'll go Chapman in the 8th here. Whoops, I always do that. Yeah, it looks like Walker's going to be available for Game 3 at the very least. Maybe even Game 2. Okay, Chapman gets through the 8th. A 2-run lead. Chapman only had 9 pitches. But we'll go Walden here. I have faith in you, Jordan Walden. Please don't make me look like a fool for this. 3.94 ERA this year. All right, and he gets through the 9th, so we pick up a Game 1 victory. First time in either series we've won either of the first 2 games. We have typically not started out the series well at home, so maybe going on the road was the way to do it. Who is this? What? Bethara? How would you even... There's no way there's a pronunciation for that name. That is pretty funny. But all right, we take Game 1. So obviously, Spirits liven up here a little bit. Look at that active career pitching war. Steven Strasburg, he's the highest. Yes, does not surprise me. But all right, we have other things to focus on. Game 2. Is Waka ready to go today? It looks like it. So I think we're gonna go Waka here over Quintana. If he's ready to go, then we should throw him. And then maybe if we're lucky, Strasburg can go for Game 3. That's what I'm sort of holding out for. That's one of the reasons why I want Waka today. So it's going to be Michael Walker versus Tony Cingrani. And we're ready for Game 2. So nothing going through the first couple of innings. Pitcher's duel here. Sort of like we expected the series to go. Oh, Milwaukee jumps out. Another one. So Waka letting up here a little bit. We'll get Schimpf. Is Chapman going to be fine today? It looks like it. He's fine to go. Wouldn't be surprised if Waka got a little tired here. I think we might be pitching him on short rest today. Alright, at least we got a run back. We'll see if Waka can pitch to a couple of these guys. Grayson Grinder, one of their good catchers up. Knee high on the inside corner, strike 3. Alright, yeah, Waka's tired at this point, so we'll go to Schimpf here. Oh, and he allows another run. Alright, Chapman. Ooh, and Ramos is available today. Great. So we got AJ Ramos back. Good. Oh, Chapman really blew that one. Alright, so we lose. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered, but we lose Game 2. Shaky bullpen today. Not what I like to see. And it looks like Strasburg is available today for Game 3. Awesome. Alright, so he comes back just in time. We'll bump Quintana down to Game 4 starter. Alright, that is good to see. And I think if Strasburg pitching Game... Okay. He's pitching Game 3. I'm sort of trying to figure out what we're going to do with the pitching for the rest of the way. This has been a very fluent rotation so far this postseason, but alright, it's going to be Strasburg versus Victor Diaz, one of their better pitchers, and I think we're going to get Parsons in Game 4. So a couple good pitching matchups coming up. But alright, we got Strasburg and Diaz here in Game 3, back in Houston for the first time since Game 7, I believe, the ALCS. Ooh, okay, a 4 spot on Diaz. Ooh, another couple. Alright, 6-0. Now 7. Diaz out by now, but they get a couple on Strasburg. Alright, Strasburg got us through 6. Yeah, Schimpf and Chapman still a little tired, but we're gonna go back to them. Gotta go to our guns here. 7-2. Strasburg's at 95 pitches. Let's see if he can pitch to Griner here. Rips a liner to center. That's a base hit. 98 pitches. We'll let him pitch to Marshall. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Marshall winning the 1-2. Here it is. Cut on and miss, strike 3. So, okay, I think we're going to go away from him now, just in case we want to bring him back on 3 days rest. Don't want to use him up too much. Alright, Schimpf gets us to the 7th. And maybe we don't even have to use Chapman here, just in case, because I think, yeah, Game 4 is going to be on back-to-back. It's going to be on the following day, so. Alright, there's a run. We'll go to Silva here, and we'll get Ramos ready. And go until runners in scoring position. Alright, Silva gets to the 9th, so we saved some of our bullpen there, thanks to a good offensive performance against Victor Diaz. And we pick up a Game 3 victory. 7-3 is the final score. So we take a 2-1 series lead. Game 5 coming up at home again. Following day, it's going to be Parsons versus Quintana. I think, yeah, we'll take Quintana here. It's either him or Godfrey. And Godfrey's, one, his stamina's not that high anyway. And two, he's not even ready to pitch. So, or he's not even fully ready to pitch, I should say. So Quintana in Game 4 here to face off against Mike Parsons. And I guess this is Parsons' first start of the series, so he's only going to get one start here unless they bring him back on short rest for Game 7. That is surprising. Oh, not a good start. Not a good start. Quintana. Ew. Alright, at least he's sort of settling in. Alright, so he's giving us some innings here. We're going to get Pineda up. Maybe he can eat up some innings if it's going to be a 5-0 game. Alright, at least we get 2 there. Quintana's at 96 pitches. We'll go to Pineda here anyway. And get... we'll get Quezada up. Ooh, another one. Still 5-3. Pineda's at 26 pitches. We'll go to Quezada here in the 9th. 2 good innings out of Pineda, though, at least. Alright. Now down to our last chances here in Game 4. Luis Avilan up. Or Luis in, I should say. Bryant will be the batter to start out things here in the 9th. He's 0 for 3 today. Southpaw rocks and fires. Bryant swings. Slow bouncer toward the mound. Avilan's got it. 1 away. That'll bring up Sammy Ayala. Ayala. I don't even know. Ripped hard on the right side. Chaw gloves it. Throw to first in time. 2 away. Now it's down to George Springer with 2 away here. Last out. Hot shot on the ground. Past the mound. Marshall's got it. Throw to first. And he gets Springer. And the Brewers take a game, or pick up a Game 4 victory behind 5 runs in the first inning after Quintana. After that, I mean, our pitching was pretty good. I think we allowed 5 runs on 4 hits in that first inning and then had 8 innings of 2-hit ball the rest of the way. But slow start, couldn't make up for it, and we lose Game 4. So Game 5 in Milwaukee, pivotal Game 5. We would not want to lose this game and then go back to Milwaukee down 3-2. That would be pretty much worst case scenario here. That'd be really bad, I should say. So, all right, Game 5 is going to be... do we throw Waka here? Waka is ready. So we're going to go Waka here if he's ready in a pivotal Game 5. And then maybe even Strasburg can come back for Game 6. Who knows? But we're going to go Waka versus Matt Moore. Yeah, we got to match Matt Moore here. This should be Moore's last appearance. Or maybe not last appearance. He could come out of the bullpen, I suppose. But last start for the series. So that's a good thing. Hopefully Waka can shut down their offense. We need a big pitching performance out of him today to try and outduel Matt Moore. So Game 5. Oh, Milwaukee gets 2 runs off of Waka. That's not good. We got runs off of Moore in Game 1. Not doing it so far today. Not looking good. Moore is dealing right now. Waka got through 7 at least. Can't say he pitched terribly. Oh, Chapman's really cold right now. Alright, Moore. He's dealing. Can't take anything away from him at this point. Chapman on for the 8th. Alright. Moore's at 97 pitches. We got to get at least a run this inning, I think. Moore fires. Strike 3 called. 11 strikeouts. Jesus, he is dealed today. Bottom of the lineup now. Oh, they take out Moore, though. They bring in a righty, Brent Morales, for Springer, who is 0 for 2 today, hitting 138 this postseason. Line drive toward short center. He gets on with a base hit. Now Singleton will let hit away here. Saturino, Santa Cruz in. He is another righty here to face Singleton. He's 0 for 2 today. 0-2 count. Sent in the air out toward deep left. Marte in pursuit. He can't run it down. And it reaches the wall on a hop. Springer hustles into third. The ball's very deep. Marte has a good arm. We're going to try and send Springer here. Let's do it. This is ballsy. Throw to the plate. And he's safe. All right. So it's an RBI double for John Singleton. Wow. So the 2 guys that have really struggled all year long coming through here when it matters most. Now VR up. Chance to try and tie this game. They'll bring in the lefty Billy Waltrip, who did not have a great year. VR up now. Come on. Swung on. Hard smash on the ground between third and short, and it's through. Taking third is Singleton, but he will not try and score. So now Correa. And they bring in Justin DeFra... Are you kidding me? What? Oh my god. How does that even happen? For one, that's never happened before. to me. And what? Oh, man. That stinks. Alright, we're going to have to go Ramos here in the 9th. He didn't even tell him to steal or anything. That sucks. Oh, is that only this? Oh, that's only the second out, though, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that was only the second out. Alright, so Correa's still up. Chance to try and tie the game still. Okay, he's 1 for 3 from the stretch. The 3-2 pitch. Correa with a swing. Hit on a line. He can't make the catch. Singleton will score, and it's a tie game. All right. Wow, okay. I thought VR made the 3rd out of the inning, but okay, thank goodness. So Correa ties the game. Now, do we send him here? Oh, no. Grayson Griner is a great arm. We're not going to send him. Bubba Jones, hit away. Maybe he can get a gapper. And we got a towering fly toward left. Marte under it, and he puts it away. And that will retire the side in the 8th. So we head to the 9th, though. 2 runs, and we tie the game. So Ramos now will go batter by batter. It's middle of the lineup. Roosevelt Shaw up to lead off. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Ramos 18 of 20 in save opportunities this season. Charles 0 for 2 today. Deep fly to center. Springer has got it. 1 away. Starling Marte up. 16 ribbies this postseason. That is pretty good. Count is full. Struck him out. Alright, big strikeout for A.J. Ramos. Now, Jose Abreu, who we all know has home run power, and is hitting .350 this postseason, popped up toward short left. Alatorre's got it, and he makes the grab. That will retire the side. Ramos gets through the 9th pretty easily. Luis Avilan in to face the heart of the order here for the Milwaukee Brewers, here in the for the Houston Astros here in the bottom of the 9th. I don't even know what I don't know what I just said. Alatorre to deep center, and it's out of reach. It bounces and hits the wall. Alatorre rounds first, and he reaches second standing up. Now Harper, do we let hit away or do we bunt? I think we're going to let him hit away. Harper's ready. He's 0 for 2 today. The stretch of the 2-1. Harper with a swing. Base hit center field. Over to third goes Alatorre. He's heading home, and he scores! A walk-off single for Bryce Harper gives the Astros a 3-2 series lead. Yes, yes, yes. A come from behind victory in Game 6. Unbelievable. All right, what a comeback. There we go. Awesome. That was such a big win. And now we're going to have Strasburg in Game 6. And I think I some water. All right, so Game 7 is coming up. Do we pitch Strasburg here, or do we save him for a potential Game 7? He would be pitching on short rest, but he's fully ready to go. I think we got to use him here. Yep, let's do it. Strasburg in Game 7, or in Game 6. Trying to close it out in Milwaukee. It'll be Strasburg versus Tony Cingrani, who I believe we scored off of last time. Oh, no, we actually had a pretty, and they won. Okay, that was in Game, what, 2 or 3 maybe? I think maybe Game 2. Yeah, it must have been Game 2. So, all right. And we're back in Milwaukee, so we lose the DH, which means we lose Singleton, who had a big hit for us last game. So, all right, let's get right into it. Game 6 coming up from Miller Park, and it'll be Cingrani versus Strasburg, and 4 runs in the first. Wow, all right, that is a great start. Hopefully that's enough for Strasburg. Should be. 5 now, and Strasburg is settling in nicely. Alright, he allows a run there. Only at 79 pitches. 6-1 here, the score. We'll get Chapman and Ramos up. I don't care if Chapman's in a slump, quote-unquote. Although Strasburg might be able to give us the 8th here. 90 pitches. He does. 6-1. We'll bring in A.J. Ramos with a chance to help clinch the Astros' 2nd straight World Series. We'll go batter by batter. It'll be Cole Calhoun, who got like a ridiculous contract. And it's not that good. I don't know why the Brewers overpaid him so much, but he has a home run today. Here's the pitch, swung on, fly ball to left. Alatorre's got it, 1 away. Roosevelt Shaw up now. The 1-1 count from the windup. Ramos steals. Shaw swings. Hot shot right back at the mound. Ramos spears it and easily retires Shaw. Now 1 out away from a World Series, the 2nd straight year. A World Series victory for the Astros. Swung on, slow roll to the left side. Bryant's got it. Throw to Jones in time, and the Houston Astros have won back-to-back World Series championships for the first time since just the Dodgers a few years ago. It's our first World Series oh my God, I screwed that up so much. I'm so mad at myself. I hate messing up calls like that. And it's a live comp, so I can't go back and redo it. Ugh, screw me. Alright, well, what I was trying to say was it's the first time since just the Dodgers a couple years ago. First team to win back-to-back titles since just 2 years ago. Oh my god, I completely botched that entire last 2 innings. Oh well, we won. That's all that counts. Houston Astros, World Series champions again. Back-to-back years. And it looks like we have built something special here in Houston. We win it all against the Milwaukee Brewers. All right. So, there it is. We win the World Series for the 2nd straight year. That is quite the accomplishment for this group of players, this team, whatever. Big postseason, too. A couple come from behind victories. A couple come from behind series victories. And then pretty dramatic Game 5 win against Milwaukee. All that stuff. Big World Series win. And that's going to do it. It's pretty much all we have for this episode. So we'll keep going. Keep trudging along here in this series. I think not this year. I mean, I guess this is something I can discuss more in the offseason video. But I think we should be able to keep this group of players together for another couple of years. Chris Bryant's going to hit arbitration in 2021. But we're going to have some of these contracts coming off the books, including Pineda's, Rex Brothers, Lucroy's. Guerrero's going to hit arbitration, or you might keep him, not too sure. Bubba Jones is going to hit arbitration, so we might have some tough decisions to make coming up here. Looking past that, Godfrey's going to hit, but I mean, I think we can have a few more years with this core together, and then we'll have some tough decisions to make at that point. But anyway, it's been a great ride, and so far, and looking to build on. It could be the first team to three-peat since the Yankees. That would be pretty cool heading into next year. But yeah, going to keep this series going. You know, I think it's cool to go even past sort of building up to the peak of a World Series title, and then even sort of building past that and sort of to the downfall of the post. You know, when your core sort of breaks up, gets old, you know, gets expensive, all that stuff. So we'll keep the series going. Another World Series title in the books. 2 in a row now for the Astros, 2nd in franchise history, and that's going to do it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy. And just out. Peace.